Hello, my name is Kira Pringle, and I am a senior psychology major with a minor in criminal justice. Through this presentation, I will go over the responsibilities and history of the International Criminal Court, as well as the factors raising concerns about the ICC. What is the International Criminal Court, and what do they do? The International Criminal Court investigates and prosecutes criminals who have committed war crimes, genocide, and crimes against humanity. War crimes include torture, mutilation, acts of terrorism, and more. Genocide is the acts committed with the intent to destroy ethnic, national, or religious groups. Crimes against humanity are committed as a part of a widespread or systematic attack directed against any civilian population. I will now cover a brief history of the ICC. Post World War II, Allied powers established tribunals in Nuremberg and Tokyo to hold individuals accountable for war crimes and crimes against humanity. In 1948, UN General Assembly adopted the Genocide Convention. In 1998, the Rome Statute, the treaty establishing the ICC, was adopted at a conference in Rome. In 2002, the Rome Statute entered into force on July 1, 2002, marking the formal creation of the International Criminal Court. In this section, I'll go over the internal and external factors causing issues. Three areas of issue within the ICC include lack of state cooperation, selective justice and bias, and internal operational issues. Several of the world's most powerful nations, including the United States, Russia, China, and India, are not members of the court. This limits the ICC's ability to investigate and prosecute crimes committed by nationals of these countries, unless referred to it by the UN Security Council, which can be blocked by a veto from one of the permanent members. States that have signed but are not ratified have formally expressed interest but have not completed the internal process of approval and consent. Another issue within the ICC is the selective justice and bias. Throughout the history of the International Criminal Court, it has been argued that they provide bias to some states, threatening the continued involvement of current ratified states. One issue is their focus on Africa, primarily focusing its investigations and prosecutions on African leaders and situations, while many of these investigations were initiated by the African states themselves. Another is when the Amnesty International, a human rights organization, has accused the courts of applying double standards, arguing the strong support and resources given to the investigation in Ukraine contrasted with the perceived inaction or deprioritization of investigations in other regions, such as Afghanistan and Palestine. Another issue within the ICC are the internal, operational, and procedural issues. The ICC operates at a slow pace with high costs while handling weak cases and low conviction rates. These points have been brought to contention about the court's effectiveness. Over the last 24 years, the International Criminal Court has had only 33 cases, with a $229.5 million budget in 2025. The yearly budget goes towards staffing administrative personnel who are responsible for providing support to victims, witnesses, and counsel. They further support victims by providing the funds through rehabilitation. They also fund the office of the prosecutor who leads the investigations of alleged crimes. They also fund the right to representation and legal aid for their defense, ensuring their right to a fair trial. Here's a quick snapshot of the statistics of the 33 cases brought before the court, with some cases having more than one suspect. So far, the International Criminal Court judges have issued 61 arrest warrants. With the help of cooperating states, 22 suspects have been detained in the ICC and have appeared before the court, while 30 suspects remain at large and another 8 have been dropped due to the reported deaths. Thank you for taking your time to watch my presentation. I hope you enjoyed learning a little more about the International Criminal Court.